Today we are exploring the Clearwater Marine Aquarium in Clearwater, Florida. This is the former home of Winter the dolphin, who became the star of Dolphin Tale 1 and Dolphin Tale 2 when her story about getting trapped in a crab trap and then being rescued went viral. This marine aquarium is dedicated to the rescue and rehabilitation of marine animals. There are more than 17 exhibits, and they conduct numerous educational programs throughout the day. Our goal today is to make it to every one of these educational programs, but in order to do so, we've got to figure out how to navigate this facility. The Clearwater Marine Aquarium is located in what used to be a water treatment facility, so we had to figure out how to navigate it. And today I'm going to be reviewing this magnetic foam camera hand grip, and I will tell you a little bit more about that later. One thing I wish we had known prior to our visit is that there is a parking garage available, but it costs $15 to park here. We just arrived and we are looking at the schedule. We're going to go through each of the different shows that there are to visit this afternoon. The first one is the Otter show in just a couple of minutes, and it says that it's on level 2, but we've already taken the elevator down from the main entrance, and when we got to level 2, for staff and volunteers only. I had a quick opportunity to re-examine the map, and I think that there's an outdoor section that we can visit and then kind of walk back down from there. So kind of have to skip over a part of the building and try to figure out how to navigate that a little bit. So actually there are 2 buildings, and I'm gonna see if we leave the main building and then go over to this side, if that's where the otters happen to be. Okay, so we exited the elevator and there was only one way through. We can see some pelicans over here, but I don't see any otters yet. And it says level 2 behind me. So maybe we're missing something. The children didn't seem to mind that we didn't know where we were going. They were having a wonderful time along the way. At least we found the sea turtles.
Something that is nice is that you can scan a QR code and have the map on the digital, which is super helpful because then we don't have to keep up with a piece of paper.
So we actually found that you have to walk through this like secret ramp area, kind of hidden in between the elevator and on the opposite side, kind of on the bottom, on the floor that we already came from, in order to get to the otters. But I think we're on our way because I hear something.
They also have a thick undercoat. Has a lot of fur per square inch. It's very thick, it's very dense, and that is going to keep them warm when they're in the water, and even when they're outside of the water, because their range can go all the way north to Alaska, as far south here to Florida.
Well, that concludes the otter talk, and now we're headed off to tail talk, which is out on the harbor view deck on the same level, which is helpful since we had a difficult time navigating to level 2 to find where the otters are within this complex.
Tail Talk happened to be about the story of Winter the dolphin, and I had heard about Winter at other aquariums we've gone to, but we actually got to hear her story and we got to see what her fake tail was made out of when she was rescued. So the kids loved that. They thought that was so interesting, and the girl did a really good job explaining it.
Our plan now is to head off and look at one of the exhibits that highlights the stories from Winter's life. But first we've just got to find it. So we're wandering around here on this second level and kind of looking through the aquarium and just see what we see on the way. But we've only got a brief period of time to go check this out before we have to be up on level 3 for the dolphin talk. And we saw some dolphins on the way.
We found part of Winter's exhibit, and it shows the other tail that she wore. So the lady showed us the black tail, and then this looks like a clearer one that she had at one point.
On the wall behind me, we can learn all about not just Winter, but some of the other dolphins that have been rescued here over the years.
Stingray! You found a stingray! Oh, he's cute, and he's little.
And we're exploring the deep sea cavern, which is located just across from Winter's rescue walk. And in this area, there is a touch tank, which is lots of fun for our kids.
Feels weird, kind of like sand all around.
In order to go to the dolphin talk, we have to switch over to the other building and then take the elevator up.
So they were deemed non-releasable as a result. Izzy is our newest resident dolphin, and she joined our Clearwater Marine Aquarium family due to solely human interaction out in the wild. So it's important to note that dolphins are federally protected under the Marine Mammal Protection Act, meaning it is illegal if you are caught trying to interact with them out in the wild. So unfortunately, people were interacting with Izzy to the point where she got separated from her fellow conspecifics and she started to deteriorate in health.
And that concludes the dolphin presentation, and it is 1:10. The next presentation is at 1:45, which means that we have enough time for snacks, and it is snack time, and thankfully there is a snack shack here.
Any aquarium that has coffee is a good aquarium in my book.
It looks like there are a pretty decent number of options here, but since it's only snack time for us, I got some onion rings with some sauce.
I got cookies and it has M&Ms on it. I got some nuts, and it has some whales on it.
And of course, we have to visit the gift shop.
It's my cookie. I got my brand new lantern.
Well, it's time to head off to sea turtle triage at 1:45, and we've got just a few minutes to find it. But that means some wandering around and trying to figure things out. By the looks of things, it may be in here.
We also rescue marine mammals like the dolphins, river otters, manatees. We rescue seabirds like pelicans and seagulls. We'll even rescue freshwater animals like turtles. But sea turtles are our number one patient because a big part of the job is making sure that we have accurate information. What's the other side, buddy? There you go. What is today's date? Turtles. Yes. I believe today is the, 17th? Yep. So it will be 1/17/20.
In turtle triage, our children had the opportunity to learn about the process of rescuing sea turtles. And they were even invited to participate, and Vivian got to remove a hook from the sea turtle's mouth. By then, it was time to head over to Shark Talk, where we learned all about nurse sharks.
So they're going to be hunting primarily at night, and they're going to feed on a variety of fish. So here we give her a diet of mollusks and crustaceans, clam, as well as small little penguin, which are bony fish. So nurse sharks have a really cool anatomy. You can kind of see her swimming through her raft right here. They have flat bodies, small eyes, and rough textured skin.
We have just a few minutes before the next talk that we're going to, so we're gonna head over to one of Vivian's favorite things to do in any aquarium, the Stingray Touch Tank. And in here, there are some snakes. This weird creature behind me is called the lesser siren. And right here are some seahorses. Now we're off to another exhibit, which they've called Shipwreck Valley, and it's an underwater viewing area for the shark tank.
He'll bite you. He'll sting you? Uh-oh. Yeah.
I think the only level that we have not checked out yet is level 4. So we're gonna head up there and see what that is before we go to the final talk of the day.
These little fish are polka dotted. They're the cutest fish I've ever seen.
I think that my assumption about level 4 was that it was just the theater, but there are a few other aquariums that are up here that are definitely worth traveling up the elevator to check out. And now a little bit about the magnetic camera phone hand grip that we've been using in this video. So this is a pretty simple device. It actually just magnetically connects to the back of the phone, and it's pretty secure. And another thing that is a really great feature is that there's a rechargeable remote control that's also detachable. So I can use this in a variety of ways. It's Bluetooth connected as a shutter button for the camera. I just place it here, and then when I'm ready to record, I activate the camera on my phone and press this button. So I did like that I could hold this all day long, and it reduced the pain that I experience in my wrist from doing this all day. But one thing that I didn't like is that I have to use the forward-facing camera, and I prefer to use the back side of the camera for wide angle. There's no option really to flip this around because this is where the lens is located. So for travel vlogging, that is probably the only negative feedback that I have about this. But other than that, it's pretty easy to hold all day long. So if you like using the front-facing camera on your phone, then this is perfect for you. And then of course, still while holding it, you can flip to the reverse side to video anything that's in front of you. One final very helpful feature is that this does rotate out. So there are some additional options for holding it and even potentially propping the phone up as well. We'll place a link to this product in the description below. At this point, we allowed the children to enjoy some unstructured playtime before we moved on to the final educational program for the day. And Pierce mostly enjoyed playing cornhole by himself.
She had an injury, some kind of trauma to the back of his character or his shell. And as it was healing over, it got there, got trapped in the knee, and now that is a leg check.
We would like to thank the Clearwater Marine Aquarium for hosting us today. And for more videos about our adventures at aquariums all across Florida, click this playlist right here.